I'm going to make a note of that.
Okay, so I'm recording the meeting if that's okay.
Yep.
All righty, great. All right. All right, you guys. So we're fortunate to have Brooke with us tonight. I'm glad you guys are here. So we're here to just talk about empowering yourself and what it takes to be successful. So did you want to start, Brooke, or you want me to just kind of?
You can start if you want with your announcements and stuff.
Okay, great. So I talked with Brooke yesterday, and she encouraged me to really get going on my shout outs. And so I did that, and she said, I want you to do it right now. And so I did. I sat down. I got a list of like my last 2 months of people, actually. And I think I managed to get through about 19 people. And I just messaged them. And I have to tell you, I was really afraid as I typed the message, made it personal, and then clicked send. It was like this little pause. And then as I pushed send, it was like this weight was lifted. Like, okay, it went. And now let's just wait and see what happens if they'll give me a shout out. And so I had at least 5 people, and I haven't counted because I know they were coming in at work. Like they were still shouting out for me today. And then now I've gotten all these private messages saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe what just happened on my post for you is I have these people that are interested. And one girl even said, you know, this person's been on my mind this whole time. So that was really cool to hear because it's like she really was in her heart was wanting to reach out to this girl because she knew how much this product helped her. But she wasn't willing to do it. So by me giving her that tool or asking her just post what I put, and that's really all she did. She put a little bit of her own twist on it. But this girl is who was on her mind. This girl reached out and said, I want to know more about this product. So now she's just super excited. And so now tomorrow I'm going to be contacting all these people because there's at least 10 people want more information about the product. So we'll see who we get to sign up. But this is all going to be either my level 1s or it'll be my level 2s. So that's what's really cool is this just went from 0 to possibly 10 signups for me, like literally overnight. So I want to just encourage you guys, you know, to keep trying your shout outs and then look back because not only did they just shout out for you, but you got to look and see who's responding, you know, to that text. So that's crazy. That's crazy how that worked. So thank you, Brooke. Because I was having some stagnation, you guys. I've had 0 signups, 0 right now. But anyway, it's just, yeah, with the new back office, whatever, we're dealing with it. I've got signed on, so it's going to be fine. We're going to do great. So, and then my other thing is the 7-day challenge. Use that as a tool. This is a big tool. Every month I'd have to say, like, if I had 8 people that came and got the $20 samples from me, you know, of 7. And I'm just kind of, I know you guys know what that's about, but because we're recording it, I just want to make sure everybody knows that I just take my own personal bag of Slim. I charge $20 and I give 7 sticks of Slim, and then that pays for the bag for me. That's just a break-even price, but I can put them in the mail or I can hand them out. But that's where that comes from. If you do it and if they purchase it, it's going to be, you know, $25 or whatever, and plus shipping, plus handling and all that. So it's easier if you just do it yourself. And then that PV adds up for you. So, you know, if you buy 1 or 2 extra bags of Slim a month, that's what I've been doing. And my PV's been over 500 every time. So I'm getting $100 back on my own product. So that's pretty awesome too. Just another little tool. And then, yeah, just use that 7-day challenge. So if I sign up 8 people on the challenge, then I have been getting 7 ambassadors from that. If I did like this last month, I had 3 people. I got 2 ambassadors from it. So it's pretty crazy how most everybody will sign up, and I'm going to just keep following up with those other 2 people that didn't sign up because I know they will. So, because they're still thinking about it. And then I wanted to also just say, you guys use our group, our team, for any questions that you have, any ideas, any, I don't know, just use it. You guys can you know, if you have an answer for something, you guys answer too. I would love to have your input because you guys are all amazing and you guys have been doing this for a little while. Patsy, you're probably my newest girl, but she's committed. This girl is like, she's studying, she's learning, she's working really hard. So I'm proud of her. I'm proud of all you guys actually. So, so I think that's kind of all I have, Brooke. I don't know if there's
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome. And honestly, right now, just because the website is new and there are some glitches and stuff, I mean, it's really nice to just be able to take your own product and package it up into 7 sticks with a little note, like a little personalized note card that you write to them and give it to them. Just have them PayPal you or Venmo you $20, or if they live locally, just give you $20. It just takes away the frustration if there's any issues with the website in the meantime. So then after the 7-day challenge, if they love it and they want to join, they're just joining fresh as an ambassador. So I would challenge you guys that, you know, tomorrow is Friday. They could still order their trial pack if you're going to have them do it that way, or there's still plenty of time for you to stick it in the mail. Tomorrow is an observed holiday. So you'd have to mail it on Saturday. Maybe they'll get it a couple days late, but that's okay. They can still participate in the group. But I also want to challenge you guys to think about people locally, your neighbors, your friends that are your kids' teachers, your people that you know from work, like people that you know locally, asking people locally if they want to do it because you live right there and you could just drop off 7 sticks of Slim with a little note for them. So it doesn't just have to be over social media, people that you know far away. Think of the people that are really close to you, and I want to challenge you to try and find one person that lives locally close to you this weekend that can join in our 7-day challenge. So that was fantastic. Fantastic information. The other thing that I had shared on my page on Ohana Plexus today was that on Saturday, Veterans Day, Plexus is giving 5% of their sales to a charity called Our Military Kids. I have a brother that was active duty Air Force Special Ops critical care anesthesiologist. He basically put the kids back together that were blown apart. And he was deployed several times and had 3 young kids. And so I have a heart for military causes. And I love that this one blesses the children of military families. So what I am personally doing, and what I am passionate about is giving back. I love to give stuff away and give back. It's just fun. It's what we should do, right? How fantastic would it be if all of our ambassadors went ahead and placed their order early and placed it on the 11th? If they placed it on Saturday, how much money could we give back to this organization? So I'm personally going to send a message that I'm going to type up, and I can share it with you guys if you want to, sending it out to my level ones, telling them what Plexus is doing, and if they'd like to help out and be able to contribute in some small way, to just go ahead and place their manual order on Saturday, and then they can push their convenience order. Oh, hold on to it. Then they can, sorry, kids, mom life. Then they can push their convenience order, or their subscription now it's called, push their subscription into next month. And honestly, this is a great practice, right? It's a great practice to learn how to do that. So if your own personal order does not process until the end of the month, this would be great for you to practice, as long as finances aren't an issue and they can afford to move it forward. It never hurts to have a little extra product, right? Because sometimes we end up giving samples away or drinking 2 Slims a day. So that's something that I have a heart for. And then also encouraging you guys, if you have customers or potential customers and potential ambassadors that have not yet signed up, I am also reaching out to all those. I just finished typing up an email to one of my potentials saying, you know what, if you are thinking about ordering what I've suggested, I would love for you to order it on Veterans Day, because our company is doing this. And I explained what our company is doing, and she emailed me back and she's like, sure, I'll go ahead and order that stuff that you suggested. And she's going to order it on Saturday. So it just gives you another reason to follow up with people, and everybody loves a good cause. And why not give 5% back? That's just kind of the way that I think. So that's just a little tip, but that's not really what we're going to talk about tonight, okay? Tonight we are going to talk about what it takes to be successful. And successful can mean a lot of different things. It does not have to mean you're a diamond in the company. Maybe your goal is to be a senior gold ambassador, make $1,000 a month. That's a fantastic goal. Maybe your goal is to be an emerald because you want the car. Maybe your goal is just to, get your products paid for. I don't know what your goal is, but whatever your goal is, it's great and it's worthy and you should go after that. But I'm going to share with you how I got to where I got and the things that I did along the way that helped me to empower myself to be able to do what I did. So I absolutely adore my sponsor, Amy Paul. I love her. She's one of my best friends, and she is the reason I am here. And she shared Plexus with me. And when I started, she was a fabulous encourager. And she taught me from the very beginning how to find information myself because she didn't have all the answers. And Phyllis doesn't have all the answers, and I don't have all the answers. I have a lot of answers, but not all of them. But she taught me from the beginning, partly because she was so busy growing her team, she couldn't spend all day messaging everybody answers to their questions. So she taught me some tools to help me learn for myself, and I want to share those with you. When you find the answer yourself, you feel empowered. You feel like you can get it done. Then you feel like you can lead other people. And you can help other people learn to do the same thing. It really grows your own belief and your own confidence in what you're doing. And so when someone would message me or I would message them and I found out they had rheumatoid arthritis, I didn't reach out to my sponsor and say, how can Plexus help with rheumatoid arthritis? Or do you have any stories of rheumatoid arthritis? I would go and look myself because that's what she taught me to do. So I would go onto Facebook, the main feed, or I would go into her team page, which was called Aloha Plexus, and I would type in rheumatoid arthritis or Plexus and rheumatoid arthritis. If it was the general Facebook feed, you want to say Plexus and whatever it is you're looking up, and then testimonials would come up. If it's within Ohana Plexus or transformations, you're just going to type rheumatoid arthritis. You don't have to type the word Plexus because it's within a Plexus page. But that's how I would find testimonials. I would do the same thing on YouTube, Plexus and migraines. And I would find testimonials and I would listen to them and read a lot of them. And if there was one that I really liked, I created a file, like a Word file. I have a Word file, for example, on PCOS. And I have a couple of articles that I found and a couple of videos that I found that helped me to learn how Plexus could help with PCOS. So what are some other things you can look up to help find your own answers? Well, if someone were to ask you, how can Plexus help with PCOS? You could go to Google and you could Google gut health and PCOS and a whole bunch of articles will come up. Or gut health and migraines, or blood sugar balance and migraines, blood sugar balance and hypothyroidism. These are the key terms that I would use: gut health, blood sugar balance. I would also use the terms natural remedies for, natural treatment of. And I would Google, we always talk about, oh, Google is bad. Like when people just Google Plexus, they find all kinds of random, non-factual information. But Google can be great for other things. And so you can look up natural treatment of, natural remedies of, and you can read these articles and guess what they talk about in them, guys? Eating a low inflammatory diet. What does Plexus help you do? Eat a low inflammatory diet because you don't want all the sugar and all the carbs and all the soda and all those things that cause inflammation in the body. And so then I could respond to my prospect and say, eating a low inflammatory diet and balancing your gut bacteria are two of the most important things you can do to help with your rheumatoid arthritis. What Plexus does is it helps control your cravings for sugars and carbs and sodas and things that are unhealthy and cause inflammation in your body. So it's going to help you with that key point of, helping with your issue that you have. And then I would explain, the gut health part, the ProBio 5 and the BioCleanse and the Vital or whatever. So do you guys see how I did my research? Is that helpful at all? Because I didn't have somebody that I could go to that had all the answers. My sponsor was not a nurse, but does it matter? She's a diamond. Her husband's a diamond. They didn't have to be nurses. You don't have to be a nurse. All you have to do is know how to look up what you want to find out about. And so I would encourage you to do that. Find your own answers. I listened to a great training today by an amazing network marketer called Sarah Robbins. It was entitled, and I posted it on Ohana Plexus today with a quote, and it was entitled, How to Earn Full-Time Income Working Part-Time Hours. And she made a point in there about how she teaches her people to check 3 before they come to her with a question. And so I want to encourage you guys to check 3 before you go to your sponsor to ask for an answer, because you are going to learn so much more, guys. You're going to learn so much more. You're going to sound like an expert. You're going to have confidence, and everybody's going to think you know everything, even though you don't. But it's going to give you confidence. So check 3. Check the website. Check, do a Google search. Check Facebook. Check a team page. Check 3 places before you ask your basic question to your sponsor. Okay, so I did a lot of that. I did a lot of reading articles, watching videos, because when someone would ask me a question about their specific condition, I wanted to find out for myself how Plexus was going to help. I wanted to have that confidence, and I want you guys to do the same. You know, when I started Plexus, I fit learning into the nooks and crannies of my day. I was homeschooling my kids at the time. I don't homeschool them now, but at the time I was. And I didn't have a whole lot of time to do learning activities. So I would do them before they woke up. I would do them after they went to bed. Anytime I would be driving somewhere, making dinner, doing the dishes, folding laundry, any of those sort of monotonous kind of mindless tasks. When I was doing those things, I would put a video on my phone, and I would just listen and learn. I would listen and learn, and I was constantly hearing these words and learning about the products, learning about network marketing, learning how to overcome people's objections, learning how to close the sale, learning how to deal with the pyramid scheme objection that people give you, learning about gut health, like learning all of these things. And I did it while I was taking care of other duties and other things that I needed to do. So it wasn't me just sitting in front of a computer taking hours of my time that I didn't have. And one of the most important things you can do is always be filling your mind with knowledge and information so that you can become an expert and you can feel confident. So that was incredibly important. And listening to those videos, especially the ones that taught me how to share, how to do network marketing, because I have zero experience in sales or network marketing at all. Never done it, right? And so if you're starting from ground zero, you've got to learn. So one of the things that listening to those videos did is it gave me confidence. It gave me boldness. It made me feel empowered to reach out to people, okay? And so those were some things I did. Some other things I did was being very intentional with my Facebook posts. And if you have not yet done this and you really are trying to get the people that you love and know need Plexus on the products, and those people that you want to work the business with you and you know would be amazing, if you are looking to attract those people, be intentional about what you post. Create for yourself a friends list on Facebook of your top potentials, those top people that you want on your team, that you want on these products, and that you want to build a business with you. Create a friends list. If you don't know how to do that, ask Phyllis, or I can send you like a step-by-step on how to do that. It's very simple, but you create that list, and then before you do your posts on Plexus, you tap into that list, which you can easily do from your phone, and it will pull up in your feed only those people's posts. And then you can interact with those people only. And by interacting with them on Facebook, guess what? They automatically are guaranteed to have your post come into their feed. Because what most people don't understand is that only 7% of their Facebook friends ever see their posts. So if you're not interacting with the people that you want on Plexus, and by interacting, I mean liking and commenting on their posts, and them doing the same on yours, if you're not interacting with them, chances are those people that you really want to see what you're putting so much effort into sharing are not going to see it. So let's be smart with what we post. Let's be smart with when we post. Post at peak times, morning time between 7 and 9. Sometimes lunchtime is a good time, and then evening time between 6 and 9 p.m. Those are peak times. Interact with people for a few minutes on Facebook with that top prospects friends list that you made. Interact with those people for 5 minutes before you post, and then do your post, and then interact for 5 minutes after with them. Yes, it takes a little bit more time, but then those people are seeing your posts. So if I was going to post something about cravings and energy, and I knew that I had 3 friends that were really struggling with that, I would specifically want to make sure to interact with them before I did my post. And these are things I did before I even understood the Facebook algorithm, but now we know that that's very important. And I just feel like if you really want to do this, and you really you want to reach the masses because you believe in these products and what they can do, and you love this company and you want this opportunity to work, be smart and intentional with what you do. And that is one of the most important things you can do. Another thing that I had to do to be successful was I had to message people. I had to, because the truth is that not everyone's going to be like Phyllis, okay? Phyllis can post, and it'll change for you one day, Phyllis. But Phyllis can post, and in the beginning I could post and have people come to me. But I don't have people ever, never, ever anymore come to me because of what I post. But what I post, I know people are seeing. I know they're seeing it, and I know a lot of them are secretly watching, reading, and listening. And if I don't reach out to them, I will never have the opportunity to share what I know is amazing. And it would be selfish of me to not reach out to them just because I'm afraid that they might say no. It would be selfish of me to not reach out to them with something that I know can help them just because I'm afraid of their rejection. I shared a video called The Root of Rejection in the Cash for Christmas training group, day 4 today. I'd love for you to watch it. Guys, we are rejected so often in our life, and everybody hates rejection. But the more you ask people and the more no's you get, the more okay you become with it, because you realize that what you have is good and they need it. They just don't know it yet. And so you're going to continue to post. You're going to continue to educate people on Facebook. You're going to continue to uplift people on Facebook, share your life, share your knowledge with them, and you're going to continue to follow up with them. You're going to build the relationship with them so that 6 months from now or 1 year from now, because you're still going to be committed to your business, 1 year from now, they're going to come to you and say, all right, I'm ready, because that person was me. If my friend had not reached out to me multiple times in the year leading up to when I joined, if she had not posted consistently about Plexus, I'm not talking about looking like an infomercial. I don't want any of you to look like an infomercial for Plexus. But if she had stopped doing that because she was stagnant in her business and her business wasn't growing, I would never be where I am today. I would be depressed. I can tell you that right now, because I always got horribly depressed after I had my babies. I would have anxiety. I would be a sugar fiend. I would be drinking my Diet Coke twice a day, yelling at my kids, all of these things that I struggled with before. And so I want to encourage you guys to be committed. Your first year in network marketing is truly a year of learning and growth. That's what your first year is. But this opportunity in this profession is so real. It is so real. I have so many friends from all different walks of life that are doing this. It doesn't matter your education, how much money you have, whether you work full-time, part-time, or you're a stay-at-home mom. It doesn't matter your age, your race, none of that matters. This business is for anybody that wants to go after it and is hungry for change in their life and is hungry to help other people. And so I hope that these tips that I've given you on empowering yourself, finding your own answers, posting effectively, doing your IPA, watching and listening to videos and trainings, all of them, as many as you can, and then putting them into action by doing your IPA. I hope this has helped you to see how I've gotten to where I've gotten. It was not luck. It didn't just happen by osmosis. Yes, I did have a really great, amazing friend, Emily, join me, but she's not even half of my points. She's not even half of them, but she is a very strong leg for me, and I would not be here without her because we ran together all the way, and I was so blessed to find her in the beginning. But I also have team members that found their running buddy a year into the business. or 6 months into the business or a year and a half into the business. They're finally finding someone that wants to run with them, and they're getting momentum, and it's so exciting. And so really this is a test and a trial of your persistence and your consistency, because if you stay in this and you do the things that you need to do to grow your business, you absolutely will be in the top ranks of this company. I guarantee that. But if you only work sometimes instead of part-time, or when you feel like it, instead of a little bit every single day, or if you give up and quit, you'll never get to that place where you want to be. So I hope that helps.
Yeah, it was great. Thanks, Brooke. So we have like 4 minutes left on our little clock here. So I don't know. Does anybody have any questions, or should we open it up? You guys can just unmute yourself if you want to talk. Any questions? Huh? All right. So,
Do you have a question, Sandra?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
So, okay, can you pause that? So I have a question. I'm torn between helping my ambassadors go to silver, and or taking the referrals and signing them up under me. I'm not sure what the right thing to do is. I want to pump them up. I want them to get that silver and then go from there, because that's almost what happened to me. I did not plan to do this business. I just wanted enough money to pay for the product. And then I saw the amazing opportunities that came along with this. And so I want that for all my people, whether they want it or not. So, for instance, I helped one of my coworkers go to silver, and then she's like, for me, my heart gets broken if somebody drops off, and it's just not what I want to do. So then that breaks my heart, because here I helped her get these people, which are our coworkers, and helped by putting them under her. And now she's definitely on the product. She's definitely staying on the product, but I don't know what to do when it comes to something like that.
So this is a great question. If you are the person that has helped them to learn about Plexus and you are their primary contact, they should go under you. You don't just put people under other people to be nice. So if you have done all the work and you have prospected them, they should go under you, because you're the one that's going to do the work to support them. But if these are true referrals, like these are their friends and family that they're referring to you, then what I do is I involve them in the three-way messages. And when the person's ready to join, I'll privately ask them. I say, do you want me to put these people under you? Would you like to be involved in taking care of them? Because I don't want them to think I'm always going to do everything for the person. So I ask them, would you like to be involved in taking care of them? If you do have 3 people under you, you do earn a $100 bonus. It's called a silver bonus. But I just want to make sure that you're okay with being involved in taking care of them. Is that okay? And most of the time they'll say yes. But I have had people that say, no, I don't want anyone under them. And I think, Phyllis, you've had that experience. Like, there are some people that do not want anyone under them. So you just put them under you. And truthfully, you're probably going to do all the work for that person anyway. So I think it's appropriate to ask the person, but it's also appropriate to set up an expectation that if I put them under you, you're going to be in the group message and you're just going to be involved in helping to take care of them.
We have less than a minute, you guys. I don't know what that looks like. If I just need to stop the recording and the meeting will still go, or?
You can stop the recording, yeah, and it'll still go.
Okay.